My name is Chelsea Miller. I'm 24 years old and I'm the co-founder of Freedom March NYC. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Freedom March NYC is a youth-led civil rights organization for our generation. Freedom March NYC started on May 31st, following the days after all of the unrest around the murder of George Floyd, and we came out to really make sure that we were centering the message of this movement, which was about justice and what does it look like to really create more pathways for our communities to be safe and think about safety and reimagining safety. And so what I will definitely say is our biggest goal and my biggest goal of this movement and everything that we've done is just to remember the fact that even though right now we are in the civil rights movement of our generation, this is a part of a longer story of American history of over 400 years of Black liberation and really understanding what that looks like, and a delayed promise of freedom and liberty and justice for all. And so continuing to just push and do the work and continue to build on momentum. And I think one of the really important things that we're thinking about, what does it look like to not only demonstrate but also legislate, right? So making sure that we show up in November during the elections, and we show up at every single election to make sure our voices are heard and we hold our leaders accountable. And I would say that my dream for the future is for the next generation to not have to say any more names. My dream for the future is for us to have a system that is accountable to the people in its entirety, is to have a world in which we understand the fact that you don't necessarily have to have the same color, right, as someone's skin in order to understand what their challenges are in this world and how we can better create a more equitable world for people to navigate and feel safe in. And thrive, which is really important as well, because Black joy is definitely resistance. I would say what's really important is that a lot of young people have been on the forefront of the marches and demonstrations that have been taking place throughout the country. And I think it's just a reminder of the fact that we always need to consistently show up. It's on the next generation and the generation after that to continue to really just create a more equitable world. And I think that a lot of people really ask the question of, if I am not someone who protests, what does it look like to really show up in this moment? And our answer is just using your gifts, your talents, and your resources to be a part of the change. We have had people who have donated equipment on the front lines. We have had graphic designers step up to help with creating a digital community for our activism. And so there's so many different ways for you to be a part of the change. And so it's really just making sure that you're thinking and reflecting on what does it look like to make a difference, and how can you use your skills and voice and resources to do that.